What up, fam? It's your boy, Slenderboy 2024, streaming to you live, as always. Should I review? No. stay. Yeah, don't click away. I know. People have spoken. I've done too many of those videos. Should I review? Everyone has told me, Slenderboy, you've spent so much time asking if you should review something. Just freaking review something already. I apologize. I know I did too many of those. Like I said, I was sick. Okay, I was sick. I just wanted to make some content, some easy, some quick shorts. And that's what I was doing for a little bit. But yeah, I have talked about that enough. It's time for me to actually talk about things or review things. The people have spoken. No one wants to see me review Pupa or Poopa. However, the redo of Healer video, oh my god, I did not realize how that would blow up. That is my most viewed video of all time. So I have no choice. The people have spoken. I have no choice. What have I done? What have I done? So now I have to review redo of Healer. So that's in the pipeline. I have a lot coming, chat. Just stay tuned. I'm still working on Breaking Bad and Weeds. I'm close to the end of season 2 of both of those. So expect a video on those very soon. And yes, Emio, I owe you guys the Emio follow-up video, Emio the Smiling Man. I need to do an after. I'm currently doing a before video, so yeah, I know, I'm doing these a little out of order. I apologize. Emio's coming as well, I promise. But I just wanted to do another video because, long story short, how do I put this? Like when you're trying to, I'm almost like an addict. Like when you're trying to quit something, like when you're trying to quit smoking and you you need to chew gum or you need to whatever, you need to do something to take your mind off of things. That's where I'm at because I'm trying to quit Talk the Talk Tuesday. It was just Talk We just had another episode 5. I saw the thumbnail. I didn't click, but it was so hard not to click on it, chat, because Haley Welch is interviewing Jojo Siwa. I don't know this person. She's like an internet personality or something. She looks so cringe. She's so terrible. Like Haley met her match. Like these two are like weirdly perfect for each other. They're going to make the most cringe, horrible, podcast interview ever. And I want to watch it. I want to watch it so bad, but I shouldn't. I know it's bad for me. What's the term? Like brain rot? I know it's brain rot. I need to do something to take my mind off of it. I can't watch any more Talk. It's gonna kill me. It's gonna rot my brain out of my ears. No, my brain's gonna like turn to mush and spill out of my ears. I can't watch it. So I have to make a video about something else. Okay. This is a game I've had for a bit. I bought this on release. I pre-ordered this, and I'll explain why. I pre-ordered Epic Mickey Rebrushed for a couple of reasons. Okay, so this has been on my list forever. The original Epic Mickey on Wii. I didn't get the chance to play it. I never played it. I always said like, oh, that game looks so cool. Like I'm sure it would probably be like my favorite game if I actually sat down and played the damn thing. And now it's been so long that they've gone and remade it. So I'm like, at this point, why not just play the remake in glorious HD, right? Epic Mickey Rebrushed. Okay, it's coming to us from one of my favorite companies, THQ Nordic. Okay, THQ Nordic and Purple Lamp Studios. The reason I follow these companies, these studios religiously, because these guys are responsible for SpongeBob SquarePants, Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, that remake. They did an excellent job with that, and then they followed it up with the Cosmic Shake, which was also excellent. Okay, I highly recommend those two games. So I've been following them. I've been waiting. Oh, where's like your third, SpongeBob game to complete the trilogy? They still haven't made it yet or announced it yet, but like I've been following them. What they did announce was, oh, we're gonna do Epic Mickey Rebrushed, and I'm like, oh my god, Epic Mickey, people love that game, and if this remake is as good if they give this the same treatment they did to Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, this is an easy A, So I had to be there for ground zero. I had to buy this game and support this game because I love the studio and I just want to give them my money. And once again, I'm an old school Disney fan. I love Disney. I love Mickey Mouse. I love Disney video games. Back in the day, at least, they used to make quality video games. I grew up with real quick. I grew up with the on Sega Genesis. What was it called? World of Illusion and Castle of Illusion. Those two games, they were great. They were great platformers. I played other Disney games. Obviously, I love Kingdom Hearts, which Mickey features prominently in. But I played Donald Duck Going Quackers. There was a GameCube game I liked. Everyone forgot about this, but I'm going to mention it now. Maybe you'll remember it. Magical Mirror. starring Mickey Mouse on the GameCube. It was a GameCube exclusive. This was a really weird game, guys, because it was basically it was a point and click adventure game, which clearly should have been on the PC. It never was. It was only on GameCube. But you literally moved a mouse. You moved your cursor around. It was a point and click game, but you didn't have a mouse. There's the mouse right there. Yeah, I found the mouse. No, you didn't have a mouse, and all you have is the GameCube controller with the analog stick, and it didn't really work right, you know, because it was designed. It was clearly supposed to be a computer game, but it never was. It was only on the GameCube. Anyway, yeah, that game was pretty cool. But no, I never got to Epic Mickey, and from my understanding, I don't know if this. Yeah, I'm so curious what they changed, what they kept the same, what's new. You know, are they going to remake the second game after this? I mean, it depends on the sale. That's the other. I want this game to do well, because if it does, then they'll keep going, because there's more than one Epic Mickey game. They could remake the second one, you know. But yeah, I thought that Oswald the Rabbit was only featured in the second game, The Power of Two. So I'm curious, did they like add parts of the second game in this new remake of one? I don't know. I'm so curious to find out what's different, what's new here. But even if it's the same as that game, just with a new coat of paint, like I'm fine. I didn't play the old game, so like that's fine with me. Like I'm excited either way, you know. I love this idea. I love like Mickey. I mean, the Wii game. It was all about the motion controls. I don't know if they kept that with the gyro controls with the Joy-Cons. They could have. I don't know. But the original, it's like, you know, you have the Wii remote. It's like Mickey's paintbrush. And the other reason I want to play this is, you know, it reminds me of Super Mario Sunshine, one of my favorite games, because from what I understand, at least, yeah, you're going around, you have to like clean up this town, and you have like paintbrush, and you can like paint things into existence, but you can also use paint thinner to clean up the paint around town, you know, and it just looks really cool. And it's also from what I hear, it's also kind of a darker game. I mean, you know, not like you know, M for mature, but like, you know, for example, Magical Mirror with Mickey Mouse. That was like the most kiddie friendly, like G-rated Disney game ever. You know, this game, Epic Mickey has kind of a darker edge to him. You know, this is like almost T for teen Mickey. You know what I mean? So like that's cool. That's cool. I'm excited to see that side of Mickey Mouse. You know, but yeah. But yeah, just go. So Epic Mickey's such a weird series. So Epic Mickey 1 was only on Wii until now. So like, yeah, again, I'm so glad they're remaking this, because if you didn't have a Wii, you couldn't play this game. Like it was never. That's the crazy part to me, is that game was never released on any other console besides the Wii. But then Epic Mickey 2, Power of Two. It was on everything. It was like an overcorrection. The sequel came out on Wii, Wii U, Xbox, PlayStation, PC, you name it. Vita. There was a PlayStation Vita port, for crying out loud. Like I'm not even kidding. The Vita handheld that had Epic Mickey 2, and it's like, but you're not going to put the first game on that console, so like, you know, people are going to be confused. You think they're just going to jump into 2? You know what I mean? It's like, it's so weird. Yeah, it's like the weirdest series ever. So yeah, like yeah, 2 is on everything. So like after this, if I enjoy it, which I think I will, yeah, I'll probably get 2 and just play that, unless they remake that too. But yeah, and then after Power of Two, everyone forgets about this. There was a third Epic Mickey game. Yeah, there was. It was on the 3DS. Epic Mickey Power of Illusion. And then, that title, Illusion, is in reference to the Sega Genesis games I mentioned, the Castle of Illusion, World of Illusion. Okay. So it's kind of a bridge between those two series, which is so cool. But yeah, it was a 3DS game. And what's interesting about that, I had the chance to buy it. I remember I was in a store and I saw it on the shelf. And I picked it off the shelf, and like this is like the only time this has ever happened to me, guys. But like I picked it up, and I thought that there was a mistake. Like I legit thought there was a mistake. It's like if you pick this up, you're like, oh, here's a Switch game. Okay, here's a Switch game, and you're like looking at it, and you're like, but like, and the Switch isn't like the most graphically powerful console, but like you have a certain expectation, and you're looking at these, you're looking at these little, these little snapshots, these little screenshots, and imagine if you see like Game Boy Color graphics. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, something's wrong. Like, this is mislabeled. This isn't a Switch game. You know what I mean? Like, that's what happened. That's what happened with Power of Illusion. like now that I like researched it and kind of like know a little bit more, it makes more sense. There, it's a throwback to those Genesis games, but it has like Genesis graphics, and it's a freaking 3DS game. Okay, like couldn't you? You know, again, I thought something was wrong. I thought it was a DS game, not a 3DS game. I put it back on the shelf because I was like, oh, you know, you're charging me 3DS prices. You know, you're charging me like the price of a brand new game, but like your game doesn't look great. Sorry, sorry. Like 3DS, like freaking Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon is on 3DS. Like you're telling me you couldn't do better than like 16-bit graphics. So that was my bias. I mean, again, I'm looking back and I'm like, I wish I bought that game because it probably was. All these games have been well received. So like I wish I had bought it and played it. Anyway, so that's probably my list too, to play that 3DS game. But that's at the bottom. Like, I'm gonna play 1 and 2, and then if I still want more Epic Mickey, I'll play the 3DS game. Anywho. What else? Yeah. So the pre-order bonus was well, it was a little misleading. Okay, so I was a little upset because Epic Mickey Rebrushed, the ad at GameStop is like, oh, pre-order Epic Mickey, and the picture they show the game, like the game case, and next to the game case they show a controller with like the Epic Mickey font and style and everything. I'm like, oh sweet, like I get a free controller, like duh, like of course, that's such a great deal. Of course I'm gonna buy this game. Not quite. I guess I expected too much. So what you get is this glorified skin. It is not a controller. It is like a faceplate that you put on top of a controller that you have to buy separately for $35. I looked it up. Yeah, the Candy Con controller. If I really want to, I'll like track that down. But I mean, honestly, I like this display case that it comes. Yeah, the Candy Con. So I have to assemble it myself. What is this freaking IKEA? What is this? I like the box. I like the box art. I like this display. I love the artwork on the case. Yeah, I mean, again, I with Switch I don't really use controller anyway. I just use the Joy-Cons. So I don't know. I mean, I'm just gonna keep this. It's cool, but like I don't think I will buy a controller. I'm just gonna keep this in the case because it looks really cool. But no, I don't know. I don't think I'm actually gonna get a Candy Con controller. Sorry, not for Epic Mickey at least. Because this game again probably uses motion controls anyway for like the wand or the paintbrush or whatever. You know what I mean? What else am I missing? Oh, okay. Oh, I should have mentioned almost dropped it. The other game that's worth mentioning in this sort of series, very recent. Disney's Illusion Island, and again, illusions in the title to kind of reference that illusion, Castle of Illusion, Power of Illusion series. That one, and that's also on Switch. So that's next on my list after I play this, because this is a one player, but I want something to play with the bros, to play with the guys, to play with my gamer friends. There's a multiplayer game. It's called Disney Illusion Island. And it's in this like very beautiful art style, like if you've seen any of like the modern like Mickey Mouse cartoons, they have this like I can't even really I don't know how to describe it, but this very beautiful, I don't know, almost like watercolor, art style. But yeah, this they made a game with like animated cutscenes and also just animated characters in that same art style, and it's a 4-player. It's almost like a Super Mario Brothers Wonder type of thing, like a 4-player co-op, side scrolling, whatever. But it's in that same like Illusion series, and it was well received. Like people really like it, and I'm like, that's freaking cool. And yeah, I don't want to ramble too much about a different game, but like that almost interests me more than this. I mean this I've heard some things. Like I said, this has kind of a darker tone. I think I heard. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't there like a Fable? That game Fable, where it has like the morality system, or like any of those Jedi, Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy, like light side, dark side points. I think there's like a morality system which leads to different endings. Like that if that's true, that's crazy, man. Like that's crazy. I love this. I haven't played it yet, but I already love this game. At least I love the concept. But anyway, no, Illusion Island also really interests me because in that game, from what I understand, it's almost like a, how do I put it? It's not your standard action game. Like I don't know how it works, but like there's no, you can't attack. There's no attack button. You can't actually attack enemies. You just have to kind of be crafty and dodge them and solve puzzles and shit. But like I know that I've seen the cutscenes. There are boss battles. So I don't know how those work if you aren't even allowed to attack. It's like yeah. And again, I think that goes hand in hand with like Disney. It's like a kiddie version of Mario Brothers Wonder. Even though I mean that was already kind of a perfect for kids game. Anyway. But yeah, I'm so curious how that works. Like it's like a pacifist, co-op Mario-esque game, like where you can't even attack anyone. But you still have boss battles somehow. So that's on the list too. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, I can't wait to dive into this. Like I said, it's still. This is the before. This is still in the shrink wrap. I can't wait to dive into this game. And then yeah, I'm hoping they remake. I'm hoping they remake Power of Two and Power of Illusion. I doubt it. I don't know. I mean. Like again, like what happened with SpongeBob. They remade Battle for Bikini Bottom and it was great, and then they just made their own new game. Like they didn't remake any of the other hundreds of SpongeBob games, did they? So yeah, Epic Mickey 1 was obviously the most well known, the most well received, the most popular. So they're gonna remake this, and I think that's it. I think that's it. And then if they do anything else, they might just like make a new game, which would be great. I mean, yeah, again, like Cosmic Shake, like yeah, do it, just do it, just do Epic Mickey. Whatever number we're on, 3, 4, just do Epic Mickey whatever and make a new game. Like that's fine. That's fine. I'll even be happy with you putting pause on the SpongeBob games if you make another one of these. THQ Nordic / Purple Lamp Studios. You guys are like one of my favorite companies right now. So yeah, I mean just keep it up. Seriously. But yeah, I can't think of anything else. I can't wait to play this game, and then I'll give you my thoughts afterward. I don't know. Emio, I don't want to go too much into that. I really freaking love Emio, and I'm also like so into detective games right now. So it'll be close. It'll be like which one will I like better? I can't wait to find out. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.